Hey everyone, it's Daniel Cothran. I don't know if you're seeing me yet. I don't see anyone on just yet, but for anyone who sees this later, um, might give a few minutes to see if anyone jumps on. Um, just want to get on here real quick from the training center here in Lafayette. This is something fairly new. We've been doing this for about a month now. We got a few people in the door. Still haven't got our name out just yet. We're working on getting everyone aware that we're here. To help do that, I'm making this video. This video is basically just a reintroductory. We've changed a lot since 2018. Just kind of give you a little background about who I am. I am not born here in Macon County, Tennessee, but for the most part, I was raised here from third grade all the way up, and I'm 33 now, or 34. I really don't remember. But we had an experience throughout my years. I've seen a lot of stuff change. Maybe it's just because, for the most part of my life, it was growing up and everything seemed peaceful for the most part. But I did see violence at an early age, quite a bit. Now that I'm older, I'm looking at the TV, I'm looking at the news, and I'm seeing a bunch of violence even more so than normal. Based on what normal is, I guess that's subjective to the individual. But so what got me into the self-defense business? I've always been interested in it. Actually, right next door is a building where I used to do karate. A guy named Tom Compton, great instructor, great man, great role model, mentor. That no longer exists. I'm not doing exactly the karate thing, although I can offer that. I am more on the lines of teaching realistic, in-your-face, combative stuff. Well, I went from that as a child and a teen and got into bounty hunting and security. I stayed in the bail bonds industry off and on for about 10 years. Same with the security industry. Worked at the hospital, worked at the prison a little bit, got a little bit of training everywhere. Got my hands real dirty in the bail bond industry. It's where I actually did experience my first realization that I needed to get different type of training. And that's when I seeked out a different type of training program, a different type of stuff. And I found Damian Ross's self-defense company online. At the time, when you were a member, it was sending DVDs to you. Every month I'd get a DVD. I would train on it for a month and get another one come in and so forth. Another one. I stopped doing that. I stopped paying my monthly dues. And but I'm still training what I had, right? It worked. The stuff worked in real life. And I was able to feel more confident when I was going to people's doors and apprehending people or just knocking on doors to get information. And then, years down the road, I just got interested in it again, and I looked them up, and, they weren't doing the DVDs. They were doing online only just online modules. And I just skipped it and said, you know what, I already did a lot of the training through back in the day. I want to be an instructor. So I contacted them and, I left my information on the website there. Damian Ross actually contacted me. First time I ever heard his voice. It was really cool to actually get to talk to the man, the myth, the legend, right? It was pretty cool talking to him. He interviewed me. I told him about my time in MMA as an amateur MMA fighter, my time as a pro wrestler. Told him about the bail bond industry, told him about security, all that stuff. He decided to put me as a probationary instructor. Now, this is in 2018 now. I didn't have a building. I did my training as an instructor, trained a few friends, and started talking to the local gym. Started putting on classes there. Got my myself trained in instruction to a point to where I decided to take the level 1 instructor and get myself out of the probationary period. I did that with a guy named George Hutchinson. Sorry, I butchered your name there. George Hutchinson is a really good guy. He's the director of instructor development with a self-defense company. He's very helpful. Anyways, COVID hit. When COVID hit, I quit teaching at the gym. It was pretty rough getting people to come to the gym anyways. Basically, my advertisement was only on Facebook. Long story short, guys, we got a building now. We're right off the strip. If you know anything about Macon County, that's between Sonic and the square. I'm right off the square, 109 Scottsville Road. We're open currently. We're open on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, but we're fixing to knock off the Fridays, and we're fixing to knock off the Saturdays. We are open on Saturdays, but we're fixing to knock them 2 off because of sports. Once we get to a point to where sports and school and all that stuff isn't being effective, we'll have a more set schedule. But right now, as it is, we're just Monday and Wednesday and the occasional Fridays, right? And that's 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's 2-hour sessions. If you want to come out, please do. Also, leave you my information at the bottom of the screen. There's that. And there's got my email address. That's defenseinfo@gmx.us. Phone number 615-285-8499. You can contact me through there. You might be interested in what type of training do we do. All right, so as it is right now, you're not going to come to this training center and be wearing a karate gi. Nothing wrong with wearing a gi. It's just that you're not walking around town or at work wearing a gi. And gis are good for traditional training, and it's kind of like your uniform, team building type stuff. I like gis. I enjoyed wearing one when I was younger, when I was more in shape, and I even remember cutting the sleeves off one time just to look cooler. But when you come here, you just wear whatever you want, preferably appropriately. Don't come in here in revealing clothes. You don't want that. But come in here comfortable like you would if you were going to the gym. What we'll do is we'll first set you up, and we'll do calisthenics. We'll do some warm-ups, some push-ups, sit-ups, all that jazz. We got a program for that. That'll be the first short portion of the training. After that, each topic is going to be discussed for a short period of time, then trained on it, then discussed a little bit more in depth, and then trained again. And we'll do that off and on throughout the sessions. Some of the things that we're going to talk about, especially on your first day, is the fundamentals and the concepts of what our system is based upon. Our system is based upon William Fairbairn's Defendu, or what everyone else knows it as, close quarters combat. Way cooler word to say, close quarter combat. That stuff was basically created in the early 1900s. It was utilized in World War II. It basically just brings out all of the nonsense from all the martial arts there is and puts all the effective stuff in. I'm pretty sure if my memory is correct, a lot of it comes from boxing and jiu-jitsu, but a lot of it also comes from other martial arts. So anyways, the concepts is what we're going to be working on, the principles behind them. which is basically momentum, balance, and positioning, and distance. Those things right there is what we're going to utilize in the majority of our training, is manipulating those things over our opponent, or our enemy, whoever, whatever word you want to say it. I don't like using the word opponent because it makes us feel like we're in a competition, when in reality, this is not a combat sport. This is training to defend yourself. Another thing we want everyone to understand is what self-defense really is. Self-defense means self-preservation, and in a nutshell, you'll do whatever it takes to live, to fight another day. First thing, it's not really a lot of training involved when we talk about avoidance, but there's a little bit. What to look for, what kind of drills you can do at home and when you're out and about that will help build your self-awareness or situational awareness that would increase your ability to become a harder target and be less likely to be selected by a potential criminal. Another thing is we want to make sure that you have the proper knowledge of how to use certain devices such as pepper spray, personal alarms, stun guns, and your cell phone. We have a demonstration where we try to have you contact 911 before the enemy or criminal approaches you or attacks you. It doesn't happen. You don't get to do that. Even those three numbers, 911, plus you have to push send, you can't do it. If you have it on speed dial, you still can't do it for the most part. So that is what you want to do after you escape. So first thing you want to do is learn how to avoid. You want to learn, if you can't avoid it, you want to learn how to escape it. And if you can't escape it, what our meat and potatoes are is learning how to fight your way through it. So that's what we're mainly about here. We also are pulling together some more courses. So once we get everything in order, we are doing unarmed security guard training here. Once all the other aspects we're going to start doing firearms training off-site. It won't be here. This will be where we do the classroom portion, but we'll do the actual firearm shooting stuff off-site somewhere else. We will be teaching people how to, or our students, clients, whatever, how to utilize everyday objects as what we call force multipliers, basically weapons. So you can't hit somebody with a club because you've got your baton at home. Well, every baton is still a stick, right? So take the stick out of Fido's mouth right there and you use it. And there's certain ways that you use it that is definitely beneficial to your survival. I forgot my pepper spray in the car, so now I'm walking, and this guy's trying to mug me. Well, I can't do nothing about it. Well, you're walking through the store and you just bought a can of wasp spray. If you feel like your life's in danger, use it. Anyways, we teach everybody everything we can think of to increase your ability to avoid, escape, and fight your way through it. That's pretty much what we do. We have a lot of tools to use. As you can see in the back, there's a rubber gun on the wall, some focus mitts. You can't see it, but there's a shield, a training grappling dummy, and a couple punching bags. Somewhere is Bob, as we use him as well. We got different types of stations that we utilize. We put everybody in a circuit. So 1 minute you'll be doing chop drills. The next minute, someone else will be doing chop drills, and you'll be doing piston kicks on the ground, trying to train your body on how to get someone off of you from doing the ground stuff. The majority of all fights end up on the ground anyway, so it's a good thing that we teach it, but we don't teach the jiu-jitsu stuff that you would learn in a competition manner. We teach the stuff that ultimately ends up with you getting up off the ground. The longer you're on the ground, the less likelihood of your survival is. So we want to make sure that you're able to be well trained to increase your ability to get that person off of you, even if that means finishing the fight by scooping out their eyeball. Anyways, we're located at the bottom of the screen. You can see we're located at 109 Scottsville Road. Let me go ahead and pull it again. 109 Scottsville Road, Lafayette, Tennessee. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturdays, we are no longer doing that while sports and stuff is going on. So we're removing Saturdays. However, there will be certain circumstances where we will be doing specialty classes, and those will probably be always on Saturdays in the evening time. Fridays may go, but anyways, check out the Facebook page, YouTube page. All of that will give you that. You can also Google us. We'll have the hours that we're available on that too. Here's our contact information if you didn't get it. defenseinfo@gmx.us. Phone number 615-285-8499. We are not just a local self-defense company, okay? We are globally branded, all right? We're not a franchise or anything like that. Each instructor is just licensed to utilize the system. So if you don't feel like you can just come to our facility, contact us. Sometimes we can come to you. Also, we can do it online, just like I'm doing this video right now, and you can train at home, and I can coach you through this system here on StreamYard. And that's not a plug for them, although that's what I'm using. Also, I can hook you up with a link that will send you straight to the self-defense company's main website page, where you can train through all of our courses online at your own pace at home. And if you want to take those courses online, but you don't want to go and buy all the equipment, then you can go to the website. I can hook you up with a link to go to the main website for the self-defense company's website there, where you can sign up for the elite program. You can do all that stuff, learn it, and then come and just hit the stuff here, right? Do basically that becomes your textbooks, your study material, right? So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I noticed that still no one's on here, and we're like 20 minutes in. I'm not going to waste any more time. Hopefully you watch this. If not, I will talk to you soon anyways. I'll make another video, and eventually you'll see one of them. All right. So anyways, guys, have a good day. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
This is Kevin. Despite being seriously injured, Kevin used a very specific close combat tactic called the forward drive to fend off an attacker to a parking garage. Now, more than ever, you need to be prepared to fight back, and you can either be a sitting target or your attacker's worst nightmare. My name is Damian Ross, creator of the Self-Defense Training System, and over the last 30 years, I've compiled the most practical close combat methods based on the tactics perfected by elite commandos in World War II. This system is based on reaction and instinct and can be learned and implemented in less than 60 minutes. Unlike most martial arts that can take years to master and may be vastly ineffective the minute you leave the dojo, my system leverages your fight or flight instinct, which means it's easy to learn and even harder to forget. You can swing a bat or kick a ball, you can do this. And if you want to really be able to protect yourself and your loved ones when you're out in this crazy world, or when that crazy world kicks in your front door, just click the button to check out my 60-minute self-defense program now. You can get instant access to the online program for a ridiculously low price. And if you order today, I'll also give you 3 incredible bonuses absolutely free. So go ahead and click on the button, and I'll see you on the other side.